Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the Whiskey Crusaders. Sorry for being a little late this evening. Been a long day, to say the least. All sorts of stuff going on, which is good and bad, but craziness. Hey Marty. Yes, we definitely get that rescheduled as soon as possible to figure out a date here in the near future. Absolutely work on that. We will get that done. Put this on the charger. 50%, that's no bueno. All right, get that going. All right, but yes, we will work on that, Marty. So, all right. Oh, I know lots of you guys are waiting. Andy's like, "Where are you?" So, Texan's like, "We're ready to go now." Bring up a interesting topic here. I will wait for some other people, of course, to join because why not? Let's see here. Look at something up real quick. Okay. Just lots and lots and lots of stuff going on. So there's Andy. Oh, I'm so sorry. Just had to do some other things that had to happen tonight. So yeah, I've been super very busy lately, but I think most of you guys know that for obvious reasons, which is a good thing. I mean, we're doing more classes, more events, more insanity. I think that's pretty much running around, shaking the head cut off. Oh, nice. Well, that's awesome. Kergelke isn't a great scotch, for sure. Yeah, we will have them next year. We were going to do something with them this year, but they had to get put off because of some changes over in the Bacardi family. So once that gets situated with them, we'll do that sometime probably early next year. So that'll be fun, though. Not like we don't have a ton of crap already going on, so I think we're good in that sense. That's good. Which limitations do you are worth hunting right now? Not many of them, I can tell you that. BTAC, that's usually worth hunting. Um, Maybe probably the Four Roses LE, maybe the birthday bourbon. Mixtures 10, mixtures toasted, mixtures, barrel strength. Uh, a lot of the other Buffalo Trace stuff, that's they're not really limited editions. They're just can't hard to find in general. Wild Turkey, I haven't tried the new one. I heard it's decent, but I don't. But I heard Cornerstone was better. So based on that from some people, that probably wouldn't be worth hunting down. But I haven't tried it, so I can't personally tell you guys that. There's too many damn limited editions. Like the new, I like to try it, but it's not. I'm not one to try it for $200. I like to just try that new Babe Ruth Remus edition. Hey, Bourbon, good to see you. We shall see. Yeah, and that's true, Andy. I haven't bought one since 2019. I've tried some, but none really like the earlier ones. I think are definitely better. I think there's better whiskey available for the blends to make birthday bourbon. So I think that's part of your issue in general. But that you could say that about a lot of whiskeys in general. So open up and let Mystery Sciences and some dumb whiskey ads. Uh, uh, there are plenty of fun whiskey ads for sure, but we will get to those here in a minute. Since things settle, probably the next 3 years, I need to hit you up for some samples. That's funny. Yeah, that's pretty funny, Marty. Well, the other option, Marty, is to simply just come out to the castle. I say that's an even better choice. So I offered this beer's birth for $650 and $500. I've had, like I said, several of them. I don't think any of them are worth that kind of money. I really think, oh yeah, at 800,000, absolutely not. 250. That to me is really about all they're worth. But yeah. I mean, like I said, I haven't had this year's, so I can't comment. But I'm just saying, in general, I've yet to have one that was probably worth more than that. Like this is the 20. What was this 19? 19, and it's really good. But would I give you more than 250, $300? Probably not. But yeah, I haven't tried that one yet. The Russell's 15 yet. But yeah, that's the thing. and I think this is pretty accurate, speaking of whiskey ads, is bourbon especially is built so much on hype, whereas you get ads for Scotch or Irish, a lot of that's really just good marketing as far as their ads go. It's awesome. Yeah, I've heard that from several people, but I haven't tried it yet. So at some point I will. I just don't know when. Soon enough, I'm sure. The day will come. But that's the thing is, and I don't know how many of you guys follow us on Instagram and Facebook and all those fun things. So we're running some stuff on there, which I think is productive for whiskey bottles themselves. Now we're gonna switch a lot of that to, I think some of those are gonna really move to shorts on YouTube instead, and move some of them off there into YouTube land or into stories rather than taking up space on Facebook and Instagram. Hey, Donald. Well, Bourbon, you can come down here and see it. I mean, all you got to do is tell me when you want to come, and we'll open the castle for you. It's not hard. So you come down here, Bourbon. We'll take care of you. It's not a problem. But you do have to come to Texas because I can't exactly move the castle to New York. It'd be kind of difficult. So it's one of those things. Donald Rants for hire. There you go. You can fly down. If I had any money, my landlord would like me to pay rent and things like that. So maybe we have some money someday, Bourbon, sure. But right now, can barely pay my own bills, let alone someone else's. So, it's one of those deals. Of course, we are looking forward to Donald and the amazing dinner the next few weeks with the Aussies. Looking very much forward to that. Can't wait to see the shit that comes out of that thing. Should be very entertaining. Irie wants to drag you to the ball sometime. Sure. I'm not going this year for the first time. I've got an amazing event that weekend. Also, my daughter has a mock black belt test, so I will not be there for obvious reasons. I can reveal this now because it's public knowledge at this point for the most part. I haven't posted really anywhere yet about this, but we got our very first major bourbon and rye, and it's now finally confirmed with 4-Gate. So we're going to do a 4-Gate and event with Bill Strout, who is of course the founder of it. So I'm really awesome. This will be Belle. Violet, not yet. But maybe someday at some point she will, because right now she's a red-black. So, yeah. I'm not going back. Okay, bye, Violet. Anywho. So, I love to see Ghost for under 100. Don't we all, Andy? Don't we all? Yes, Dr. Don. That's the next one we're working on there with him with October 25th. But, yeah, 4-Gate's going to be October 11th, which is a Friday night. So, if people do want to come from out of town, it is definitely a doable one. Oh, that's no good. Okay, well, yeah, I hope she gets better. That would be good. She's a great lady. Let's see here. We plan to come down for... Yes, that'll be awesome, Andy. Yes, of course, Bruichladdich. That's been booked now. That's going to have an awesome lineup. But there's another company that really knows how to run ads. I think is Bruichladdich. Do a great job. I want to link to that event, Dr. John. Yeah, we're going to try, I think, Donald, to do a stream prior to that event with Dr. Don. So I think that's going to be a twofold event. It's going to be an online event and do it separately so that then obviously it'd be very hard for you guys to hear if he's trying to talk to an audience and do the show, or if we do the show first with him and then he does an event as well with us. I think that'll be great. So, what about this and how you started sneaking without me noticing? Well, it happens, Spencer. It is sneaky like that. We obviously love to have you come down at some point. You're going to see some cool people out there in Arizona and New Mexico, so it should be good. Of course, Scott's been to a few events here in the past. So, of course, we have another event next week. We've got a really cool, some lesser-known stuff, but really, really good stuff from Grassl Evolution with Amroot. We're going to bring the Tripova, which is their cool triple distilled single malt. Then also the rye, which you almost ever see the Amroot rye. So I'm really excited about that. Also, then we're going to have the shit. All right, the Shakusa, Shakusa, however the hell you pronounce it. Their pots, their single malt, which is their imported barley W, which is really really good stuff. I'll have that. We will have the, of course, the Druid cognac, the another amazing rum out there. So there's some really, really good stuff. And you can, of course, see the website about it at the whiskeycrusaders.com on the shop. It's there and all that good fun stuff. So, and of course, there's also a Claxton's Orkney 8-year, which is really, really, really good independent bottler. So, I do agree. Unfortunately, Oxmoor has gotten it. I liked it, of course, as a nerd. Then back in the day, you could buy it 2-3 years later, still on the shelf, which was nice. Yeah, Marty, that's not fun for her, but unfortunately, considering what she does for a living, yeah, that's one of those things. Hopefully, she gets over it fairly quickly and can get back to it because does great work, obviously. So, our big new 70 or 40%, like $200, but still better off for 8 years. That's rough. Yeah, that's the same problem here. That's why I haven't bought the last few. But the good news is, guys, if you do come to Brewquality event, they are going to have all three of the new Octomores, 15, 1, 2, and 3. So that'll be cool. So, like I said, working hard on that. We're also going to have the Reservoir Kitchen's going to do the dinner that night. Like, so that's next Tuesday. So it's going to be real. It's all good stuff. And it'll be fun because it's lesser known things, but all really great things. And also, if you want to try a really great new cognac, some great rum, it'll be fun for that. Oh, that's cool. That'll be awesome, Marty. That's very cool. Well, that sounds like fun. Yeah, at some point, Andy. Right now, the problem is I'm having a hard time getting up there to do anything except talk to people. What Marcia? Really, the only thing we got available right at the moment is Glens, of course, with our logo on. This is one of the old prototypes. The good Glens are better up at the castle. There's those, and there's still coins and stuff like that available at the moment. So, oh yeah, we are going to have one of the special edition Port Charlottes that'll be there with Brewquality as well. So that'll be fun. And we're going to have a cocktail that evening. That's one of the things we are instituting. We are instituting cocktails at the mass majorities, probably starting with the one on October 1st, Isle of Harris. So that'll be good. Yeah, I know we need T-shirts. I know. You know how that's gone. Okay, Marty. Yeah, we've got those. We sell them on the website for like $20, but we can talk about that, Marty, and figure that out. I think we have them listed on YouTube for like 15, but at the castle they're 20. So, we can figure that out. Of course, plus the other problem, of course, is shipping and all that fun stuff. That's the other issue, obviously, but no big deal. But you can definitely get it there. And if you need it shipped, just send me an email. We can get it all worked out for you. That's not a big deal. Because shipping's got to be calculated separately off the website. And I don't have it on there right now because pretty much people buy Glencairns. They buy them when they're in front of you, obviously. So, it's all good. But we can work that out. And just send me an email. Marty will work it out. That's easy enough. So that we got that. All those good things. Obviously, the best thing is come to the castle because that's the most better for everyone. Yeah, the problem with T-shirts is if you don't, you get taxed on if you don't sell them, and you have to keep them at the, or you have to do an online store, which we could do something. Now, me personally, I'm extremely anal about the fabric because I have problems. I like things to be super soft. Oh yeah, we're supposed to do that. We haven't done that. I haven't talked about that, Andy. Thanks for bringing that up. That's a good point. We did hit 4K, everybody, which was awesome. About a week ago. So I think we've done that quite Labor Day yet. So thanks, Andy. Appreciate that. We'll have to do maybe next week. We'll do that. Maybe we'll do a stream for hitting 4K. It's just that. All right. So let's do that. Thanks, Andy. Appreciate it. But yes, we do. Like I said, if you guys want to go check out, I think obviously I know some of you guys have seen them on the Facebook and the Instagram. Just that they're about Bottle Trust, but we're gonna really try to work on some really good ads for the castle. That's kind of the way that's nice about ads. That, and I think I chose Tullamore Dew because Tullamore Dew, whether you like them or not, are some of the best whiskey ads there are. Whether they're simply they're ads that are static or they're ads that are little short commercials, they're all really, really good. So, straight from the other whiskey room. Which one would that be, Andy? I have many of them. Yes, Spencer. There will be cocktails starting at the October 1st tasting. I don't think we're going to do it for next week, but I know for sure we're doing cocktails starting with every event from then on October 1st because we feel that people need to have whiskey in their mouths as soon as they get there. So we think that's going to have a welcome cocktail before we start dinner. And then we have, of course, the educational masterclass with the global ambassador, distiller, things like that. So you hit 4K. How about you burn that damn sword and shield? Ah ha ha, you funny. If I get a metal one, only if I get a metal one. I have to get a metal one first. Thanks. And then, of course, I want to say thanks to Marty here. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, Marty. Says cheers to the Crusaders. So appreciate it. Hey there, Big Vic. Of course, go check out Big Vic, another great guy. Guys, of course, haven't checked out Marty Snell's or Bourbons over at Whiskey Uncensored. Check out those. Whiskey Knows as well. Check out those guys. All great, fun YouTubers and all that stuff. And great guys. So that helps. All right, the TV room with the 418. Yes, that will be the other room. Well, since Belle's watching, I think Hocus Pocus in there, I think she'd be displeased. So I don't think I'll be doing that. But another day, we can probably do that. I'd have to run a longer cable, though, to keep it plugged in. But, it can be done. No, and the thing is, right now with the castle, Belle's got karate, and she has to be at home, and I don't want to be driving back. She needs to be doing homework and stuff, and I can't be driving back at, almost midnight with her. And she's got school early in the morning, so that's not fair to her. So I have to stream from here. And after the whole shit show last time we had with the, destroyer of Spectrum, I know we have streamed since then with some brands in person. It's thankfully worked out fine. With Cold Zero and Whiskey Dalbach, great brands. You guys didn't see those streams, go back check them out. Great stuff as well. So good news is we should get at some point, probably next year, Cold Zero will be down. So that'll be really cool to have those guys come to the castle. That'll be fun. Lots of good stuff in the works on that. We are planning, hopefully, an answer for our Repeal Day party, which should be awesome. That will be a masterclass of the RD1. Obviously, they'll be dressing up in 1930s attire is encouraged, of course, because it'll be awesome, and it's a repeal party, so that should be a hell of a blast. What Scotch ones we have coming up, Marty? So we've got, of course, the Claxons will be next week with as part of the Glass Revolution brands, which will be the Orkney 8-year. But then we've got that. We are going to get the North American launch for the Isle of Harris, their new Hirac Oloroso sherry cask. So we're going to have their master distiller here. We're going to have a Scottish dinner. It's also going to have a welcome cocktail. We're also going to try the Isle of Harris gin, and then also their regular Hirac, Oloroso Hirac. And the other cool thing we're setting up for you guys, we should have next probably week or two before that, we're going to do a distillery tour. It'll probably be like at noon on a Monday, so it should be really cool. Since we're going to get it obviously directly from Scotland, so we'll do a distillery tour with them, so it should be really, really fun. So that should be a good one. After that crazy thing about advertising is Compass Box revolutionized blends that I've never seen an ad. They just make great stuff and demanded transparency. Well, that's true. There are some small ads, Andy, I've seen. Not like full ads with Compass Box, but you'll see some small ones that are on Facebook, Instagram, things like that. So, Oh, that gin is awesome. So the goal to Donald is to get the guy who's the diver for the gin also on that stream. So he dives for all the kelp and all the other cool stuff that goes into the Isle of Harris gin. So it should be a really great stream. So, good. Hey Ben, Demon Hunter, good to see you there. So I'm glad you're back. We are doing that. So we're after that, like so we've got Foregate, which obviously is bourbon rye brand. Following that weekend, on October 18th, we'll have the global ambassador here from Glencaddam and Tool. The expressions, we're going to actually discuss that this Thursday with the local. We're discussing, I think, how many we're going to bring in because obviously we don't get a lot of them in the States, but they're going to bring in a lot of them from Scotland for us. So it should be a really cool thing we usually get to do. So it should be awesome. Oh yeah, Middleton smoked marking you too for the whiskey. Those videos were epic. Yeah, those were some really good ones. Those little short episodes from those Middleton Dare Gaelics and stuff. Yeah, those are some great little ones. I totally agree there, Donald. Let's see. So after that, we'll have Dr. Don here, which will be Corby Brands, which is JP Weiser's. JP Weiser's is going to be the focus of that. Obviously, with the new 42 year, the most was going to focus on that a little bit, probably on lot 40. And maybe a wee bit on Gooderheim and Warts and was it Pikes Creek. So should be a really great event. Yeah, Malort Advertising. It should be the benchmark. It is pretty funny. That is fun. Let's see. We'll also have after that will be Bruichladdich. Of course, that's going to be a freaking stellar. That's going to be on November 1st, another Friday event. So we're trying to make. Obviously, some of these are on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, but we're trying to do some more Friday and Saturdays for people that are from out of town and that way they can stay here and all that good stuff, and then also get to have a great treat to do that stuff. But yeah, since those are going to bring global, so that'll be the global ambassador for Bruichladdich, and that's going to be just freaking stellar. Global ambassador for Glencaddam Toll Tool, global ambassador for Bladnoch. Bladnoch, we're shooting for November 14th, not 100% sure on that date yet, which is a Thursday. But they're bringing him here, which we will be the what do you want to call it? The highlight of that trip. Let's put up with it. We are the big thing for that event for them, so that should be a really great thing with Bladnoch. Same thing with the cocktails at Bladnoch. Each of those, like I said, will have cocktails. Each of these is going to have dinner. Well, these are going to be some really stellar events coming. I know November's going to be very busy, but it's going to be a lot of fun for a lot of people. So yeah. High quality stuff. Yeah. And Scott was lucky enough that I was able to get Scott. Of course, we got that like last minute. Hey, you want to meet with Dr. Don? Yeah. And I was lucky enough to take Scott with us. So that was it was really cool. We got a chance to go meet with Dr. Don last year, and he was awesome. So I expect to have a lot of fun with him. And the other cool things, Dr. Don's an awesome dude. Apparently made a great. I'm really glad we made a good impression on the man because he follows us on things and he comments on things and he gives us likes, which I don't think he does with a whole lot of brands. So I think that's really cool. So I think that's pretty great that we're getting to do that. So hold on here. So whatever reason, Streamer doesn't like me to go back up. Let's see. What did I miss? Oh, yeah. Brian Jewish. Yeah, dude. If you haven't had the Isla Harris yet, Spencer, grab that gin. It is stellar. See, there's always a special place in Whiskey Journey. That's true. You were the first live. I was very happy. Like I said, you're welcome anytime. Like I said, we just got to figure out a time here soon enough we can get you on again. It's been almost 4. Wow, Marty, that's crazy. Yeah, I knew it's been a while ago, but time flies. I mean, crap, we've been doing this now for 5.5 years, a little over 5.5 years now. So yeah. Oh, Spencer. Ooh, it's good stuff. Isla Harris is really good. Yeah, that event's going to be stellar, Don. And I told him about the castle, when it was still being built, and he's like, I want to come to the castle. So, like I said, when he does an event, you've done a good job. And the fact that we met last week with the COO of JP Weiser's. And let's put it this way. I think he had a good time since he was at the castle for almost 5 hours. So I think he had a good time. So needless to say, we poured all sorts of cool stuff, made some cool cocktails, tried all sorts of awesome stuff. We are going to do some streams with some of the global ambassadors for some liqueurs. So I'm probably going to have them come to the cast. May not necessarily be events per se, but we'll certainly do some streams and cocktails with them. So that should be some really fun stuff. So it should be good. Oh, yes. Yes, you're right, Don. We did. That's right. Kristen Little did call you from the event. It was great. We had a great time. Yeah, Kristen Little happened to come the right day that JP Weiser's happened to be there, so it worked out great. They had to go get a new phone. Well, obviously just gotten here from Australia. It's like, all right, well, call me as soon as you get to the hotel. Get them to the hotel, which thankfully is 2 blocks. I pull up to the hotel. They're gonna go walk to the AT&T store. I'm like, no, I'll just drive you there. I pull up, grab them. Thankfully, they were walking out when I grabbed them. It's like, hey, I'll just drive you to the store. Drove them over to the AT&T store, left them there, and then I came back and got them 45 minutes later. And then they came over and hung out with JP Waters for the next 4 hours. So it was cool. I don't know that person, but if you have a contact, Colin, I'd certainly be interested in speaking to them. I know like some other independent baller, I can't remember, just reached out, and we're gonna get some samples from them, or maybe see if we can have them talk about it. So it was a great call, Donald. I agree, it was a great call. So yeah, I talked to Nick about the PN Spares. No reason not to. So that'd be cool. Like I said, we're always up for really good stuff with people that really know their stuff. And that's why I think advertising is so important, is it can be done really well with really great products. It can be done really well with really crappy products, as we talked about. Like Malort, as most of us know, is absolutely atrocious. But unbelievably great marketing. Some of the very best. And like I said about Tullamore Dew, regular stuff's fine. The other stuff is very good. Some of the higher end Tullamore Dews. But their marketing is just beautiful. Like I said, Proper 12 is not my favorite by any means. But I'll give McGregor this. He's a hell of a salesman. So, and you took basically cheap young Bushmills that no one wanted. I mean, that's being obviously not quite that easy. But, and then he turned into $1 billion sale. I mean, that's just great marketing. But like I said, it makes good. It's simple and effective ads. Like I said, that's some things we're working on, is to really start doing some really good Whiskey Castle ads. And that's some things we're talking on the next few days, working on with a camera guy and all that kind of stuff. So it should be fun. So we'll better get a backpack and get some sleep, work for a few hours in the morning, and head to Wisconsin. Oh, sweet. Where are you going in Wisconsin, Spencer? And good luck with that. Should be good times for sure. Hey there, Rough Spirits. Of course, Marshall, you got to check out Rough Spirits. Marshall's a great diet. There's lots of cool rum and stuff. And you know what, Marshall? We never planned a freaking rum day, National Rum Day. We always get you on. And I was so freaking busy this year. We need to do that in the next month or two. I know, like, I don't know if you saw my response or not about the thing we talked about. I said, I'd like to do it. I just can't guarantee I can commit to those days because of the castle and things like that are going on. So I'd love to otherwise, for sure. Let's see. Tell me we're doing, okay, well, that's a valid point, Donald. We feel the same when there was the Rum and the Cider cast. I'm not fans. But, such is life on those. Oh, you're going to La Crosse? Okay, very cool. Good stuff they make there. Palmer, Madison area, get Drifters Glen. Great stuff. Dance Go. Great stuff. Okay, so all really good stuff. Cool. All righty. So, yeah. So, we'll set something up. We need we need to set something up, Marshall, no matter what, so we can do some rum stuff, because it's just been crazy. And the problem is, a lot of times I run into this at the last minute. It's like, crap. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, Marshall, when you're here, freaking tell me, man, because we need to have you at the castle. I didn't know you were, if I don't know you're here, I can't obviously have you over. But, yeah, if you're coming up in 2 weeks, let me know. Set up an evening for you to come over to the castle for sure. Yes, that would be great. I did not know you were here. But, yeah, anytime you're in town, let me know, man. Maybe we can even do something while you're here and do a stream while you're here, as well as come hang out and stuff. So, or if you happen to be here when we one of our events, let me know that too. You can come over to the events. It'll be even better. So, should be a good time. So, let's see. What other fun stuff? So, suggestions, Will Rusky, Agave, Brandy, other stuff. Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah, I'd like to talk to them, Colin. That'd be good. I think rum and agave and so all good stuff. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, that's one thing I think was obviously I like all those products in general. One of the most interesting about going to that bar and nightclub convention was how many new tequilas, mezcals, and other spirits are out there now that are really, really good. So one of the things too, we are going to start to probably, obviously, we guys review everything, but probably try to spring some other spirit brand ambassadors on and people like that to talk about rums and tequilas and brandies and things like that. Just because they're good and they deserve a good audience and all that good stuff. But it's once again, it's if it's a good product and it's got good people that know their shit behind it, why not have them on? I mean, that's the thing is like all spirits to me are delicious. Ooh, that'd be cool, Donald. Well, I certainly hope they do because we'd love to have you at the castle, Donald. There couldn't be anything better, I think, than having Donald at the castle. Oh, that way, Donald can see his really cool Irish Whiskey Yoda, his shelf sponsors, yeah. So just in case if you haven't heard before, we do have our shelf sponsors still available. For $100 for the year, you get to sponsor a shelf and get your name on a fancy plaque. It's quite nice. And you get your name on it. So we got a few of those sold already. I know I've got to add another one that sold the other day. Get that taken care of. That another friend bought the high-end rye shelf. So it should be fun. Which is all the stuff on the Holy Grail tier show. All that good fun stuff. Yeah, I've not had that one, but that would be cool. A2V, Jason Cuts. Okay, very cool. Of course, I'm sure at some point Jason will hopefully get a chance to come down here too. And hopefully all of you at some point. I know obviously some of you live very far away, but if you do get a chance to come down here, we'd love to have you. Love to have you to a class, whatever. Just come check the place out, whatever. Some of you have known for a long time. We may just have to try some things because you're in town. So you know how that goes. The new usage of okay. All right, I'll have to look these guys up. Yeah, I know we're not super. Whoa, that was not. Dude, what the hell? All right, planning your own. Yeah, it's only 6 hours. Easy trip. Oh, that's true. You do go really far. That's a valid point. I don't know why we're having that. It's an issue where I fully plugged in. Say I might buy a class just to explore whiskies from places that usually go into blends. That's true, Andy. We could always do that. There's a lot of good ones like that at the castle. We have all sorts of wild stuff. I mean, for scotches especially. I mean, we've got 1,000 different scotches to try. I mean, there's not a whole lot of places you can do that in the country. It just doesn't exist. I was reading an article. I think it was a Forbes article. I think it was a Forbes article about whiskey today that approximately there's about 7,000 whiskeys available in the world at the moment. Approximately 3,000 are Scotch, about 3,000 are bourbon, and rye and other American whiskeys, and then another 1,000 of the rest of the world, essentially. So, which is interesting. So, yeah. So here's a shitty thing about that one, Donald. Yeah, my friend from the Air Canada pilot. Yeah. So remember, guys, when I lost my phone, crapped out, like I think it was actually like the middle of a freaking stream, and it was one of the brands was here. I don't remember what brand it was, but it crapped out completely. I lost, and the people who had programmed the phone prior had programmed to go to the phone and not to the cloud. So he was one of the people's phone numbers I lost, and unfortunately, then COVID hit, and so I never heard from a lot of people again. So if they ever watch the stream, I don't have your number. That's why you're not getting the invitations to things. Of course, obviously, you can go to Facebook page. The invitation's on there. It's on Instagram. It's on LinkedIn. It's on YouTube. It's all over the place. But just in case you don't know about it, they're there for next week. So, wow, that was a gorgeous 300 for holy crap, Cohen, $300 a damn. Wow. All right, must be some hella special stuff, then. That's not how I should say it, right? Oh, that's so funny. I mean, at that point, Jason, you drive 6 out here, take another 5 down to the coast. Check something else cool out. I don't know if you've ever been there or not. The Texas coast, nothing great, but there are some cool whiskey places though along the way. Oh yes, there's lots of those. That is one thing we need to get a few more of is some of the newer Scotch brands. I've had them, I just don't have any of them. I have a few of them, but not all. There's probably 5 or 6 I need to add that we don't currently have, which would be good to have. 12-hour one shot from Wisconsin last week. Damn. That is a long ass drive. I'm trying to think the longest drive we've made. Not 12. I can tell you that right now. 8 or 9, something like that. Which I realize is nothing for most people. For plenty of other people, that they drive way longer than that. Like my brother-in-law, he drives, from here to Georgia, here to Florida, and one shot was like 14, 15 hours, and he just does it in one shot because he doesn't like to wait and stop. So, hey, whatever works. Hey, but it is what it is to say. I measure it in plain distance. This is a good point, Donald. Experience is a new hit. Same drive used to be 15. I've done it a few times. 12 seems really easy. Well, that's a good point. That's a good point. So, yeah, Owen Cohen, I did reply to your email. Sorry about the delay on things. Just been so freaking swamped on stuff. It's just been wild. Um, yeah, because just got tons of stuff. Last night I was working on this thing last night until 1 o'clock. Um, Putting together a menu. We're doing a tasting over at a place in Colleyville called Chef Point's Cafe, and putting together the pairings for all the food and stuff for people if they want to purchase food while they do their tasting over there next week. So spent I don't know a couple hours doing that. So that should be fun. Should be good times. I want to make it. Some people in my same problem would need to make it. Holy crap, Donald! 22-hour. How freaking big is Ontario that it takes 22 hours? I didn't realize it was that big. I mean, obviously, Canada's big, but I don't know Ontario was that freaking huge. Obviously, it's hard to tell from a map how damn big it is, but that's insane. There's seven Ardenho, Archmeridan, yeah, Holy Relic, Eden's Mill. Any of those are all really good, and those are definitely one. Now, the only one of those I have currently, Andy, is Archmeridan, the Ardenho, luckily, and Holy Rod. I've tasted them all. Not Ardenho. I've not had Ardenho. I haven't tried Ardenho yet. I tried Lag. I don't have any, but I did try some because I think Irene brought some last year to the ball. But I have tried the other one. I just have. I need to get some, but just don't have any currently. Yeah, $30. That works. Wow. I can't believe that's that big. That's nuts. I mean, Texas has got some pretty ridiculous drives in it too, but clearly not as big as Ontario, if that's the case. Or is there some other reason it takes that long? I mean, I'm sure always its distance is part of it, but I didn't know if there was another thing in between that makes it, or just all the crap you've got to go over because it's Canada, rivers and lakes and all that shit you got to go around. Oh yeah, Torveg's good. I do have Torveg. I do have the first two releases from them. That is good stuff. Like I said, we have the mass. Like we printed a list of all the distilleries in Scotland. We're only missing of active distilleries like 6, I think. I don't think it's any more than that. So ooh, about 4 ounces of the new fire. I like it. Yeah, Holy Rod's really, really good. I really liked it a lot. Eden, if you haven't tried Eden Mill yet, Eden Mill's also really good. Part of it also can't really get a lot of those here. I mean, I've got a way to get them. I just, I don't have them here easily accessible, but we'll get them at some point. But need to make more money with other things before I buy the other bottles to supply the castle with currently. So we'll get there. Did do a really nice. It's funny. We did our very first just bourbon tasting this past Friday. Had some really awesome Air Force guys out there that are in town from New Mexico. It was really great to have them out there. Had a fabulous time. Some were newbies, some were very advanced, and some were in between. So it was really great to teach them all about bourbon. It was fun to talk about some of the major houses. It was good. Oh yeah, Rasset. Yeah, Rasset. Definitely doing good work. Totally agree. I tried a new peated Rasset the other day. Somebody brought to the west to the was it the west? Yeah, to the Westland tasting. Yeah, I guess it was the Westland tasting they brought it to. That was really, really good. I really, really like that a lot. So yeah, definitely doing good work. Yeah, their price I didn't think was bad at all on any of those, Andy. And if you can get them online, they're like 50, $60. They're not bad at all. course, the sad thing we're most sad about is John Glazer obviously leaving Compass Box. That's something we'll set up next year for you guys too, for sure. It'll be a new Compass Box only tasting. Obviously, they were at the grand opening, but we'll do that was of course a small, different way, obviously, because that was the grand opening. But we'll do a full masterclass on Compass Box next time, so that should be a lot of fun. So we'll get that working for you guys next year. Ha 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 ha. Yes, I know. We're just doing terrible work. There's only 1,000 freaking scotches to choose from. Terrible. I mean, it only takes up 4 fucking sections, but whatever. Yeah, no, it was really really nice. So yeah, Jason, definitely try that. Which legacy Scotch brand is doing exciting stuff? Well, some of them are doing exciting stuff, but they're so damn expensive. Like, there's some cool crap from Glenfiddich, but they're like $2,000. I can't afford that. I don't know unless Glenfiddich comes and brings it. And I don't think they're going to bring any $2,000 bottle, but hey, maybe they will. I don't know. Wouldn't mind having Glenfiddich come out for sure. I mean, Glenfiddich is a legend for a reason. I really do. To be honest, I really liked their Amontillado cast they did. That 12-year Glenfiddich was really good. So, let's see. I'm trying to what other great ads I've seen lately. Torvik who was the other ones doing great? Some of the open ads have been pretty good lately. But yeah, so what do you guys think? What do you makes a good whiskey ad? Like, what sticks in your mind? What makes them memorable for you? I always like to ask that question. What makes that brand memorable? And what ad did you see? Let alone, of course, when you drink it, obviously there's a memory from it, but what ad did you see that maybe you wanted you to try it? So, Bunahaven's doing good stuff. There's definitely some really good, those fascios we got for them, damn, is all I got to say about it. They're freaking spectacular. Well, sadly, we reviewed that one, last week, that 23-year. Well, when I saw it, there was a site selling that for $280. Well, it must have sold out after that review came out because it's gone. We're like, where's the one for $280? I'm like, sorry, guys. It must have sold out after that. Maybe they had one bottle for that price. I don't know, but all I know is that lad's gone now. So somebody got it. Did a good job for them. So, if they came out, can we talk about shit? Aren't you? That would be nice, right, Jason? Because it's a 46 Dunhill filtered, 12-year. I would love to have that from Glenfiddich. Hell, I don't even know. I don't even have had a freaking Glenfiddich at that proof point, which is sad but true. I don't think it would make any. I mean, yeah, nothing I can think of. It's a good question. Okay, Lefroy does amazing ads. You can't go wrong with that. Seagull's armpit smells like a mermaid, things like that. Definitely some of the best ads ever. That even if you don't like Lefroy, that's a good one. So they do make a couple. Okay, I don't think I've ever had them. If I did, I don't know what they were. I want an ad that looks like an employee made it, not someone in an office far away. Someone close to the spirit made it. I'd be into it. I agree, and I think we have a really good plan that I came up with the other day that I think you guys are going to really like. I know I've got it planned out pretty well. It should be a hell of an ad when it's done for the castle. It should be really cool. I'm excited to show that one when it gets made, which hopefully we'll make in the next week or two. Should be a really freaking badass ad that I've put a lot of thought into, and it should be really, really cool. It's going to take some work and certainly some editing to get it done, but it'll be awesome. All right. A few texts. Perfect, Andy. Appreciate it. Let's see. What's 660 stories? So I know we don't have Eden Mill. We don't have Holy Rod. We don't have Lochlea. We don't have Ardenho. We don't have Lag. And maybe one other one. I think we've got something from everybody else. I think we got at least one bottle from everybody else. And that includes all the blending houses I can find. Now, ones that are just like reopened, we don't have a freaking brewer. We don't have Rosebank or the hell's the other one? Port Ellen. Because those are the only thing they're putting out this ridiculous, 44-year. Now, I do have all of those that are within the Johnny Walker Ghost and Rares, those blues that came out of you. I do have all of those. So if you want to include it in that way, we do have them where they're blended into those. So we do have that going for us. You're right. There is that one. That's a good point. I do have that one, Jason Coach. You're right. There's the Distillers in 15-year, the 51. You're right. I forgot about those in the XX. Yeah, I do have those. I totally forgot about those. I need to go next time to the castle. I need to do it. And here's the crazy part, of course, Jason Coach. We've never reviewed a freaking Glenfiddich. I have tons of them. I probably have at least 10 or 15 different Glenfiddichs. I just haven't ever reviewed any of them. I need to. They're good whiskey. Just never gotten around to it. Yes, it's called Holy Rod. That is correct, Ben. That is called that. Oh, there's definitely plenty of those, Andy, and those are fun. And we do plenty of those. You use things like Teneninik, Tomatin, Glen, was it Bravel? What else you got in that? Strathmill. There's tons of them, and we have all of them. Like those, we definitely have. We also have most of the single grain distilleries as well. The only one I'm missing are the single grains. I've had a few, just never seen one to buy. I need a Strathclyde. That's the one single grain distillery is Strathclyde. It is really, really good stuff. I just haven't seen one ever to buy. Really? That's interesting. And maybe Andy, as far as the Western discussion reaction, now I do agree with you, Andy. You almost never see them on YouTube. That I agree with. I'm trying to think the last time I saw a whiskey ad on YouTube. I might have seen one here and there for like a Jim Beam or something. But most of the ones you'll see, Andy, is on Instagram and Facebook. That's where you'll generally see the whiskey ads. And obviously, I see a lot of them in my feeds for my, whatever you want to call it, on the phone. That Metro PCS has a feed of different things. So there's always whiskey ads in those constantly because that's what I do. Oh, yeah, I love Dwarf British. I love Aaron Gordon. Okay, yeah, I've got both. I've got some really nice Invergord, some really nice North British, Cameron Bridge, Port Dundas, Carlisle. We've got quite a few. They're all good. Yeah, I didn't either much until I had to start using it for the castle. So we do have that. What is this here? Ooh, Strathclyde 27-year. There we go. You know what, Cohen? I did saw one the other day for Tin Cup. You're right. It still sucks, but I have seen them. I haven't reviewed anything. I don't know what the reviews are going to be at the Sandy because I haven't shot them yet. Because got really, really busy. We had to meet with a whiskey club yesterday and talking about those guys, about set up a couple of events with them. And then we also met with a guy who's hosting in a few weeks a bachelor party. So it should be a really fun time to do the cool bachelor party and tastings, and should be a blast. But I hope to have some reviews written the next couple of days. And if I do write them, I think it's going to be Johnny Drum and then the new Elijah Craig, that toasted rye. I think those will be the ones this week. And then I'm thinking I'm going to do one of the 99s. I'm going to start the 99 series for the fun times for Will, as far as I'm concerned. So I call it entertainment for Steve and the rest of us. Now, granted, last week's Honey Jack Daniels got both me. Well, not a fan. Do not like it. So, but it is what it is. Just film 5 minutes of that where you pour a drink and talk through it. I could do that. It wouldn't be that hard. I could probably do that the next day or two. Oh, Ben, that's hilarious. I'm gonna find you a bottle of Holy Rod, and anytime you pour it for someone, you have to tell them you're having some of Ben's Holy Rod. Oh God, that's hilarious, Ben. I love it. That's awesome. So freaking hilarious. But yeah, that would be a good ad. Ben's Holy Rod. When you hold this Holy Rod in your hand, just remember, it's Ben's. It's Ben Places. It'll be delicious. Heathens. Oh, Ben's Conway's Holy Root. Oh gosh, that's funny as shit. And you gotta play it. Your name, it's Holy. You gotta play into that. Because why not? That's the whole thing. I mean, but that's what makes ads memorable. Makes good ads good. I mean, I'm sure there's all ads we saw when we were kids, whether it be for whiskey or some other product. There's certain ads that you'll remember the rest of your life. And there's certain whiskey ones I'll always remember. And of course, for a long time, obviously, it hasn't been that long that liquor ads weren't even allowed on television. And they basically, it was Crown that started putting them back on TV. Of course, you see them on billboards everywhere here. But even that for a long time was not a thing. I do not have any Thompson Brothers own whiskey. That I have not had. Huh. No, I seen like their independent bottles. I've tried some of those, but I do not have any of their own whiskey. I didn't even know that's a thing, to be honest with you. I just thought they were independent bottler only. That's kind of cool. Didn't know they had that. Let's see. Most relevant ads I consume are Jim Beam Apple, because they actually gave a recipe of Jim Beam Apple and soda. It was Jim Beam Apple plus soda. Okay. That's one of the funniest damn things ever, is that. I think it's absolutely hysterical that they did shit like that. I saw that or reviewed the Jim Beam Apple there. Bless you. That happened. McAllen flying ad, because it was so, especially currently, it can't be unseen. I don't remember that one. Yeah, the Guinness Brewery is fun. Now, one of the best, I think, I realize it's a beer, but was Red Stripe. Hey, Chris, good to see you guys in Vegas. Hope you guys win lots of money and drink some amazing whiskeys. We were actually talking about you just a short while ago about the phone call with Donald and the JP Weisers. What a great time that was. But yeah, fun times. I said, hope it's great out there. But yeah, I think the best was Red Stripes. You're ugly, now you're beautiful. Red Stripe, hooray for beer! Exactly. It has, and I don't think they make. I mean, they made those, I guess, probably, gosh, but late '90s. I loved those ads. And Red Stripe beer is fine. It's nothing special, but it's decent beer. I like it. Best all now. You're right. Now, if you want to go to some really great ads some of the best ads for whiskey have to be in some of the old magazine ads from 50s and 60s and 70s. Some of that shit, you're like, holy shit, I cannot believe they said that in today's standards. Back then, it was no big deal. It's just funny as hell. So it is truly funny. What is it? Dewar's White Label that had Sean Connery? Or was it Johnny Walker, Jim Beam? I don't know. It was probably. I know the most recent Johnny Walkers were obviously the whole Keep on Walking. That's a great ad. I knew there was a really great ad with Jude Law for Johnny Walker Blue that was fabulous in the last few years. Like I said, those were good. Yeah, but I do. The best alcohols were Budweiser, then the Guinness session. Yeah, I've got some ads that are actually going to be, my buddy gave me. He found an antique shop that I'm going to get framed and stuck on the walls that are old Granddad, I think Foros and a couple others. But I love those old ads. They're just great. I love it when they tell you how great it is for your health. That's my favorite. It's also like Lucky Stripes. 3 out of 4 doctors would recommend things like that. The General of band were only good because they were banned. That's funny. Well, you're not wrong on that part, and I do remember those ads because of her. Ben, is anything with Mila Kunis is just amazing because she's really hot, and that's all you need to know. And so yeah, her ads were awesome. Oh yeah, we had a great time with Patrick, Chris. Yeah, they would have blast. Great, got to he brought five of his guys with him, got to teach those guys some stuff. They had a great time, and we just had a really really good time with Patrick. I'm so glad that she sent them our way. We had a good time. So, oh yeah, the Wild Turkey old ads were print ads were awesome. I totally agree. They were great. JW ads are 100 why I bought them. I won't own anymore, but their ads are amazing. Guinness is also great. I used to not really give a shit about Johnny Walker, but the more and more I've done this show, I really appreciate Johnny Walker for what it is. And I do like drinking most Johnny Walkers. I was not the current red, White Walker. Those are abominations. But other than those two, now that old one you gave us, Andy, from the 50s, I think is amazing. There's all sorts of great freaking Johnny Walkers that are old Johnny Walkers. Oh my gosh, they're just awesome. Let's see. Oh, trying to add from this. Okay. The airline industry trumped the whiskey industry in the 60s. If you want comfort in class, check out our flight attendants. You might even find your next wife. Holy crap, Donald. That's amazing. And so messed up. Wow. Well, okay. Well, think about this, guys. Southwest Airlines in the 60s or 70s, their flight attendant outfit was hot pants. Yes, you know what hot pants are? Not interested, apparently. Yeah. Oh, I mean, look at like the old Pan Am flight attendant outfits and stuff. But that's yeah. Certain airlines to this day still adhere to those standards. New ones, not so much. It's like they said, they had all the ugly chicks killed. Only if you're really smoking hot are you allowed to work for some of these. And you mean they had the insane weigh-ins, and you could only be certain physical requirements. You couldn't weigh in. You could only wear certain things. Like being a flight attendant back then was a big deal. And even basically, they were mostly more or less models, except for they were serving your meals and helping out in the airlines and putting your luggage away and whatnot. So that was United Airlines in the 60s. Holy crap. That's wow. The only Scotch ads I've had made me want to buy a bottle for blogs reviews, not from an ad. Sure as hell. I get it. I do understand. And you're probably right. I'm actually buying it. I think ones that actually make you want to buy it, I think the best probably is Tullamore Dew, which is why I put it on the thing tonight. If you go watch some of those old Tullamore Dew ads about the guys on their journey and getting ready for the wedding and stuff, great ads. I really enjoy those. So yeah, it's definitely not Boeing. They don't check if their doors will still stay on. That's a good point. It says United Airlines forced flight attendants to retire by the time they were 30. Or yeah, that's right. I heard that's right. If they were married, that was also you had to cover up if you were married. You couldn't be married, which is nuts. It's or having children, they didn't like that. It was just crazy. Yeah, I can't fathom that you have to retire by the time you're 30. Even if you started at 18, that's nuts. But yeah, it's just if you guys there was a show, it lasted. I think it was only a season. There was a great show. I don't know what channel it was on called Pan Am. Actually, it's Margot Robbie's in it. From a long time. It's actually a pretty good show, to be honest. I don't know why it only lasted one season, but I liked it. It only came out like 11, maybe even earlier than that. It was a good show, though. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. About immigrating and racial bias are great. Chubby ads are about keep walking. Absolutely. Keep walking is simply just a good motto. And, the walking man for Johnny Walker has been around for, 120 something, 130 years now. I mean, it's a hell of an ad. You're sort of in the same damn campaign, more or less, that long. You might be doing something right. It's like, We can bitch and moan about whatever brand we want, but if they're still around, they might know something about not only about what they're doing, they also might make a great product somewhere up and down the line. It's just like Johnny Walker Blue. Johnny Walker Blue doesn't really make ads all that often, but its perception and reality with those ads is, well, so and so's drinking it. Why aren't you? And that's the thing about it. Johnny Walker Blues, not because it's some amazing thing, but it's because it uses, all the skill story, only the best 10,000 barrels are used for it, whenever the batch is made, blah, blah, blah. Out of the millions and millions of barrels Johnny Walker has access to. But it's expensive. Is it really expensive? No. But they make it that way. $200 a pop, so it's wild. TWA had the country customs, and if you didn't look foreign enough, they would can you. Wow. That's wild. What's the best whiskey that you've never seen an ad for? For me, it's Glenfarclas Family Castle. I've never seen an ad for either one of them ever. No, that's a good one. To be really honest, guys, I don't think most of them have probably seen ads for. I really wouldn't be hesitant to say 90% of scotches. I don't think most we see ads from almost any of them. I mean, you'll see like an Instagram or Facebook post, but an actual ad, it's very few. Like, very, very few. Yeah, and I agree with you, Jason Coates. That's probably accurate. I mean, there's a handful of, you'll see ads in magazines. You'll see an ad for, single malts in magazines. You might see an Instagram ad post, but actual, an ad, that's like a moving person ad, I want to call it. Live action, whatever you want to call it. No. Yeah, Glenlivet, Macallan, Glenfiddich, Lagavulin, what else? Not really. Yeah, besides magazines, there's almost no Scotch ad. That's true. Yeah, not for Scotch. No, I'm thinking TV ads. Yeah, TV ads. Oh, yeah, I think you're. I think. Let's be honest. Okay, let's think. What TV ads have we seen? You see them for? You'll see them for Tullamore, Johnny Walker, maybe a Dewar's. You'll see them for Jim Beam, Jack Daniels, Crown Royal. As far as TV goes, that's about what I can think off the top of my head. I think I might have seen one once for I think Rebecca Creek, which is a local brand here in Texas. It's in San Antonio, but yeah. So went on a brand onslaught in the 2010s, and they're still some of my favorite favorites. Makes sense. That works. Oh yeah, Jameson does two commercials. You're right on that. Jameson does, and Jameson also has 70% of the entire market, so they might know what they're doing. Just saying. That's a good point. Oh, now liqueurs on the other hand, you get some pretty great ads from Disaronno and people like that. The best okay, that's a good point, Bourbon. The best ad placement for is Buffalo Trace. Okay, let's talk about that. That's a good point. I think most of us have probably seen the show Justified. Probably one of the finest shows ever made with Timothy Olyphant. Hey, Mr. Jakes, good to see you. Now, when those were being made in the early to mid 2000s, Justified came out. And we had to remember at the time, Blanton's, Elmer T. Lee, Pappy weren't all that popular. Really, it was kind of in the dark because when that show started, what was popular was flavored vodka. That was, Pinnacle and Smirnoff and all sorts of just weird ass brands. But so then you have them come out, and because Weller was in those, and almost everyone, what's his name? Boyd Crowder was always drinking Albert T. Lee, things like that. Yeah, Cousin Johnny poured me some sweet cousin. Exactly. That sweet Elmer T. And I haven't seen a bottle of Elmer T. Lee in 3 years. Now, thankfully, I've got some, and it's fabulous whiskey. I do love Elmer T. Lee. It is one of my favorites, which I basically almost never drink because you can't find the damn thing. If I could find it, that used to be a $15 whiskey you could buy every day and all day. Great stuff. The gigantic commercials with the Barry Crockett living. Oh yeah, those are good. I did forget about those. That's a good point there, Don. Those with Barry Crockett. Oh yes, Old Force, a great ad placed in Kingsman movies. That's true. You got the Statesman, of course, the Kingsman for Glendronach. Those are both also good, very good whiskeys. That is a good point. You know who does good placement with stuff is Macallan, and a few was it Yamasaki did some, and those were in Cobra Kai. They did a good job with those. Of course, we all know that with that's of course with Bill Murray and the whole it's the Suntory time and Toki and all those things came out with the beautiful all that Suntory was it Lost in Translation. That's what made that famous, but that's it, you know. Oh, great! You can always do only for $200. Great, since it's a $40 whiskey, that's awesome, Bourbon. Right, not an ad, but who can forget Suntory time? Exactly. Or let's say also another great. Not granted, it's beer, but we all remember it's Miller time. I mean, you can't. I mean, that's a great tagline. I don't even know if they still use that tagline, but that's when I was a kid, and I still remember it's Miller time to this day. That's probably a commercial from 30 years ago. Oh yeah, Lagavulin with Parks and Rec. That's a good point too with Ron Swanson. Absolutely. Raylan drank Jimmy White Label. Art drank Blanton's and Boyd Hummer Tilly. Arla drank turkey. That's true. And I know, of course, Art when they caught someone at the end. Some of the episodes they drink Pappy out of the desk, which I think was great. But yeah, that's a good point. Those all ads here in Canada where I'm a Canadian ads. The Molson Canadian beer. Yeah, those are good. But you know, the Kingsman movies are always worth your time, but not amazing, but always solid. I agree. It's funny. I'll never forget this commercial. Now, I haven't personally, but I remember my dad telling me it was a commercial. I don't remember the name of the hockey player, but it was for Suits. And he couldn't pronounce the word. He couldn't say the word hassles. So they would don't come down to such and such suit shop, and we don't give you no hassles. And except for it sounded like assholes because of his thick Canadian accent. So my dad said it was the most hilarious freaking commercial in the world about that crap. I think it's funny as shit, but it's like, and he saw that commercial, 70, not 70, but like 60 years ago when he was a kid. It's just wild. Yellowstone definitely missed the boat for not asking Yellowstone. That is a good point, Mr. Jiggs. Yeah, Buffalo Trace, I think, has locked that up. You see Buffalo Trace, you see Weller Antique, Weller 12, and other Buffalo Trace products always on freaking Yellowstone. But yeah, they definitely missed the boat on that. Now, the other thing that pisses me off is when you go to lectures like, oh, this is Yellowstone. This is stuff from the Shiba show. I'm like, no, it predates it by 100 years. So no, actually longer than that, 120 something years. So shut the fuck up. That's stupid. We have ads 20 years ago where beer today the best advocates are insurance. God, you guys remember like the old? Think about this. Think about the old Budweiser ads. The whole "What's up?" Those were awesome. You got the Budweiser frogs, the lizards. Those were great. It's still one of my favorite Miller Time ones was. Of course, you guys know my dad was in the service. And they had this awesome one with B-52. And they got a B-52 leaving a nuke in the background and says, now it's Miller time. I'm like, that's an awesome T-shirt. So that's one of my favorite T-shirts my dad got from the war. It's awesome. No, they're the same age, remember? Oh, it's too funny. So don't forget, yeah, Glenn Gould for the best of times, exactly. Or it's so funny, obviously we're all whiskey nerds. We'll watch an ad for a fake whiskey that's in a TV show or a movie, and it's like, what the hell is that? I've never heard. Then you go realize the damn thing doesn't exist. It's bullshit. It's made up. That's it. It's there are some old Molson with Guy. Okay, yeah, that's pretty funny. But yeah, there's a thing that's done with the most of the bourbon pipes are driven by folks, and that's probably true on it. Yeah, it's not because you're seeing Buffalo Trace ads. I mean, let's all be honest. The whole Buffalo Trace thing, they didn't even have Buffalo Trace whiskey until people asked at the distillery, so where's the Buffalo Trace whiskey? And I think it's like a 99. So when it finally came out, it's just funny. It's you just never know. Arch has Scotch from Glen Gooley, which is funny. Oh, Archer does. Okay. You know, you're always waking up to go pee there, Eric, and you put it on a t-shirt for an old man. Hey, it's all good. Uh, it happens. Of course, if you haven't checked out Eric Wake's channel, go check out Eric Wake's channel, obviously. So, good fun times. You'll probably learn something there. It's a good chance. But yeah, I think that you have a lot of the what do you call it, the bourbon bro FOMO culture for sure on a lot of that stuff. Now, I have there's a softening I think of the secondary market based on what we've talked about lately in general, which is probably a good thing at this point. And we've built all these new rick houses, but once again, we all know it can't be time. But a good ad, no matter what, even if the product's no longer around, you can still remember that ad. And I think that's the power, of course, great marketing is things like that. Or what's great marketing for a movie either. Whether the movie is mediocre or great, there are certain lines from them that you'll always remember. And that's why they become classics. Whether it be, Animal House or American Pie and things like that are personally for me some of the funniest damn movies ever made. And you could never make them today, which is why they're hilarious. Good for McCann. Okay. But good times. So it's always something entertaining. And I think that's it. That's what does it. I mean, I think there's the classic. I know I had it in my dorm room. Well, hell, I still have it in my mother's house. It's in my bedroom. There is the picture of John Belushi drinking a bottle of Jack Daniels in front of the American flag. It's just a classic thing, and it's great stuff. This smells good. So if you guys have an Idlicus, it's a beautiful bergamot liqueur from Italy. It is delicious. Oh, yeah, that's the good stuff. I love it. So that's the one thing. It's most of the whiskey being at the castle. I mean, there's doing it wrong. There's still plenty of friggin' whiskey here. It is Idlicus and bergamot. Delicious. Yeah, if you want to go see the full review of this, it's on that channel. Go check it out. But yeah, this is really great stuff. It's got a little bitters to it. It's got bergamot, rose petals, and some other fun, fragrances to it. It's just delicious stuff, though. One of my favorites, though. Earl Grey tea. Mm-hmm. Oh, so good. Who we're talking to? Yeah, probably gonna work on some gin streams as well, some newer ones. Some other we're gonna go around with those. Just some good marketing on that stuff too. There's a lot of new gins out there. A lot of really good new gins. A lot of good liqueurs. I'll tell you this. From doing a lot of research just on brands in general, man, I wish more whiskey brands to learn how to make a freaking decent website. Because some of these liqueurs, man, they got it down. Like, they are awesome at making websites with just beautiful marketing on it. A lot of the whiskey, they suck at it. Yeah, Willie Neal, that's great stuff. It says Johnny Walker, Double Black, Kill of the Night with Junior is my favorite whiskey commercial. I'll have to look for that. I have not seen that one. Huh. All right. I will give that a whirl. That sounds like fun. Double Black is delicious. Hey, Steve-O, good to see you there. Oh, yeah, totally right. Their whiskey says they're not good at it. It's like, okay, what kills you with all these whiskey brands is, okay, it is great history, great story. Why can't you freaking do a decent website? You have the fucking money. The malt liquor stream, oh, dude. That has to be like on a Friday or Saturday night so I can recover. That would just induce, that'll be like vomit inducing. It would not be good. No, I did not get the Beyonce rye for $90 because it's $90 for crap she didn't make. So, no. I mean, whether it's good or bad, I have no idea, nor do I really give a shit. I'm sure it'd be fine. I'm sure her fans will buy it, and good for them. But they want to send me a sample, I'll give it a whirl. But I'm not paying $90 to find out if it's good or bad. I'm just not. Oh no, I think the woodwork stuff is really good, Andy. I took it all back up to the castle now, so we could use it there for classes. But it's good stuff. The only thing I left here, I did leave the gins here, the sample vial gins. I didn't take those up there. I left it here for me to drink. Put every bottle in a funnel between her Beyonce's. That's fucking awesome. Oh god, I love it. Oh yeah, I agree with you, Eric. Diageo websites, oh, they're terrible. Oh, they're so bad. It's like, oh, here's our malt series. What is that bullshit? You have these freaking legacy brands. What the fuck? I guess you just rely on, oh, it's a great name, it'll just sell. And maybe that's true. But don't you want to bring new people into your shit? Like, and okay, look, I know websites are not cheap, and I'm sure it's a lot of money to do it, but they have the money to make it really nice. You can get the Beyonce rye from Smoke Wagon at cash rank for $80. There you go. Oh god, that's funny. It isn't even straight rye roll. Ew, isn't it? Oh wait, isn't there something else? Yeah, it's some weird ass. That's right. I think it was a weird mash bill. Yeah, 51% rye, 40% malted barley. That's a weird ass mash bill. I mean, it may be fine. I have no idea. I'm just not paying freaking $90. Yeah, I'm sure you're paying, probably 80 if it's that stupid bottle. Who knows? And it may be a fine whiskey, but I can pretty much guarantee you it's not a $90 whiskey. It might be a good $30 whiskey. I don't know. Wait, they loaded it with additives too? Ew. Same one. So it's MGP? Is that what we've come to? Except for you added additives to it? What did they add to it? To do what? Oh, like Templeton Rye did? Ooh. Oops. Huh. Yeah, I've seen the 5149, Jason. I didn't know anything about the additives. I hadn't heard that. That's wild. Wouldn't surprise me. I just don't know. They added ass to it. Beyonce shook over each and every one of them. Right, Bourbon? That's how it got made. It's shaken. A bottle of Beyonce whiskey is filtered through her underwear while Gen Z films a TikTok dancing. Oh, God, that's funny as shit. So true, probably, though. So true. I can't. I'm just so tired of just. Look, there can be really good celebrity whiskeys that they're actually involved in, like Sam Ewing and Sassenach, like the the Brothers Bond Vampire Diaries guys, Ian and Paul. They're actually involved and make a damn good whiskey, and they're totally transparent. What they did, how they got it from MGP, just like Sam and Shamshat that came from Loch Lomond, and it's really great shit. Hey, you're transparent. It's good. Awesome. Just like the guys at 3 Court. They're transparent. Just be transparent what you're doing. Cool. And be involved. Don't be like, oh, I throw my name in this and want money because my fans are dumb. And that's sadly but accurate on a lot of the damn celebrity whiskeys. But yeah, I have no idea what it tastes like. I may never know. Unless, like I said, someone sends me a bottle. And I'm not encouraging that by any means, but if someone wants to send me a sample, or a sample is also fine. I just don't know. Correct. Sourcing is not the problem. There's a lot of awesome sourcing. Look, we've all had source that's fucking fabulous. I mean, we've all had like Obtainium. They're completely transparent what they're doing, and it's awesome. Deception isn't the problem. Yeah, deception is exactly the problem. Don't act like you made this shit if you're not. Just be transparent. I sourced it from X. I didn't do shit except put my name on it. Or, hey, I'm super involved. I went through, 80 different blends before I said, this is great. Exactly. Good point, Jason. Every independent bottler sourcing. Good point. That's it. Exactly. Sourcing hasn't been the problem the last 150 years. The problem is when you make shit up. Honesty is worth the youth of whiskey. Don't lie. Right. Look, okay, here's another great example. We have stuff made in Texas. Some of it's really young, and it's really good young. Now, is it better when it gets to 4 years? But when they first came out, they were 17, 18 months? Yeah, because that's what they had. Now, I will say this along those lines. Great, you're honest, but if it's for 2 weeks old, it's nasty. I made this bourbon all the way from the MGP distillery. Exactly, Eric. Exactly. And the reason I say that is I took a funny picture of this today. Let's see here. It is. I laughed my ass off when I saw this. All right, let's see if you guys can see this. So this is called Patio Barrel from Dinah Bar Whiskey. It's colored and flavored with oak segments, so that you know that's good. It's sustainable and smooth. It's 42.5% alcohol, of course, being 85 proof. Handcrafted in single batches. But, you guys can read that. Look at the age. I shit you not. That says aged 2 weeks. What the fuck? You and I know that has got to be some nasty ass shit. I'm sorry. Who said that was a good idea to say, let's put this on the shelf? And someone bought it to sell. What the fuck? Yeah, it's just, 2 weeks. I shit you not. So my favorite source whiskey right now is the Gretzky 99 proof. It's 99 proof. It's heartily from source. Oh, that's cool. It's well pronounced. Your granddad had a contact with that shit in the 1940s. That's awesome. It should make you disclose your story, which from a DSP and like tequila is never. I totally agree. I've been saying that for a while. All bottles should have to have a DSP number on them. Now, if you mix two distillers together, put both DSPs on them. I think it's complete bullshit as the consumer. You don't have a DSP on it. It's horseshit. 2 weeks. Yeah, a potato barrel sounds like an Irish porn star. Jeez, it probably is. That's 13 days, 23 hours, 50 minutes, and 55 seconds longer than PPR is aged. Oh, God, that's true. 2 weeks in a prison cell. It's good shit. Yeah. In a prison cell toilet. That's why it's brown. But I want to know, who said this was cool? You brought it to a store and said, we're going to carry this shit. Is this just like the joke section of shit not to care? I'm confused. I don't give a shit where the 2 weeks are. What the fuck? That's disgusting. Oh, I did try. Now it's sourced. I did try the new Coors sourced version. Now they are aging their own, so Coors is going to be putting out a bourbon. Wasn't bad. It's MTP sourced, but their own stuff is laid down. So I'm excited to actually give that a whirl when it comes out in a few years. Problem is, PBR probably did it ironically. That bottle isn't irony, right? PBR did it on purpose, and it's funny. These people did it on purpose. That's the difference. Also, PBR can waste it. This is a brand I've never heard of, beyond that it's nasty. Who is going to buy it? Unless you're buying it, I don't know what the price. I don't think I have a picture of the price. It has to be a gag gift. Like, what the hell? Now, I probably didn't take a picture of the price. It's below it. I should have. I'll have to look it up on the internet what the price of this stuff is. I can't. That stuff has got to be just gross. Uh, oh, Andy, that's funny. Oh, God. Oh, I love it. Anywho, yeah. But that is just. But in reality, the PBR is just an example of great marketing. Hey, yeah, we made bourbon. It's 5 seconds old, but you should try it anyway. And that's funny. This is not funny. There used to be this other whiskey that they used to make. I think it's out of business now. It was called Hare Whiskey, and it had a picture of a hare on it. Obviously, the rabbit, and aged. I think it was 6 months with oak chips. Oh, it was not good. Not good stuff at all. Okay, which is different than what? Which is different than Poteen or New Make? I'd buy Ardbeg at least 2 years old, or even Buna New Make if they offered it. Oh, I agree. I would love to try New Make. Look, that'd be great from Ardbeg or Buna. That'd be awesome. So Peter Newton says it goes along with old Robin Williams' joke about the house wine at the club, Ripple wine. But it's a good week though. That's awesome. It's a good point. It's a good point. Here's something you guys may not know. And I really don't give a shit if people know this or not. Certain restaurants, i.e. Olive Garden, how do they make their sangria? The leftover wine for the week that people opened bottles of and didn't, of course, it wasn't finished. They pour all those together. So depending on the week, could be good, could also be awful, depending on the. So there's another example of shit they don't tell you. So it's fun things like that. Now, when I worked at a restaurant when I was in high school, and between high school and college, was Logan's Roadhouse, which there's still, I think, a few of them around. We had Long Island iced teas. Our Long Island iced teas were awesome. Reason being, we swapped out the vodka for Everclear. Those things rocked. And we served them in a mason jar. I freaking love that crap. So freaking good. So I'll buy the Octomore. There you go. But I remember having, God, those were good. Yeah, because it was just rum, gin, beautiful Everclear, and triple sec. And of course, sweet and sour mix, a little bit of Coke. Just spectacular. The only ones that made any better is my dad's. Other than that, meh. There's a Wild Hair Distillery in Tempe. Okay. Have not heard of them or seen that before. Yeah, the hair they had here was it was a Texas one. It was, I think, the Source MGP that was, they, like I said, they put oak chips. It was not good. But so far next week I just got my airsoft sound reduction. Ooh, oh good. So you should bring earphone, because you're gonna be deaf otherwise. But that should be fun. Just make sure hopefully they give you some nice earphones. Or bring your own, because good luck with that. Should be a blast though. I always do love a good air show. Good times, to say the least. So, Peter, is that Wild Hair Distillery any good? Because I don't know anything about it. I hope it's good. Since you brought it up, but I don't know. Be a good question. And then we're going to get off here in an hour and a half because I just realized it's 11:45 when this thing should end. So that would probably be good because I have other shit to do tonight. And I'm tired. So it's all good. Good times, as always. Yeah, as of right now, I don't have any reviews done. I'll try to get some done the next day or two for you guys. If not, well, it'll be next week. But we'll see. Work on all that stuff. Got fun stuff going on. Oh, you haven't tried it. Okay. But you heard good things. Okay, that's good. Well, hopefully when you get a chance to try it, let us know. Probably a good thing. Let's see. Yeah, like I said, just got next week. Got the let's see. Flying Leap has a good hot maple bourbon. I've not had that one. Do a similar labels on because it's clear that it isn't a ton of print or media ads, so lots of labels and foam out. Yeah, I agree. We could do that. Maybe that'd be a foam we could do. Here's a foam we could do in a week or two. Why doesn't everybody, while they're thinking it, if you see a good ad, like a good, whether it's print, whether it's on the internet, take a picture, take a screenshot, send it to the Whiskey Crusaders 3 at gmail.com. We can talk about it. It could be fun. I can upgrade for the show. Sweet. Winery Distillers and Elgin, Arizona. Okay. That's cool. Not had that one, but I'll take your word for it. I do love me some winery distillers. They usually do a good job. Usually I find they do better than the brewery distillers. Now, granted, there's plenty of good brewery distilleries as well, but you just never know. But I think that'd be fun. I think we should all see. And it could be old ads so you guys find that are from the 50s and 60s and 70s, whatever. Just whatever cool ads you got. I think it'd be fun. We can even do a vintage ad show, and we can send them to me. We can put them up. We can talk. It'd be entertaining. Oh yeah, totally agree. Yeah, Rape Cedar Ridge and Wolfshine. Yeah, both great winery stores. Totally agree. Yeah, I find that they just seem to go hand in hand exactly. And could work started as a brewer. Okay, we do a Middleton level ad for the castle. I think that's a good idea. Check my phone. Oh, this should be entertaining. Let's see what Breven sent us here. Here's an ad. All right. What disturbing shit are we going to get? Holy shit. Oh my god, that's fucking awesome. I love it, Breven. That is hilarious. God, remember the fucking ads. Oh my god, that's so great. Oh god, that's funny as shit. I have a fraternity brother. He bought those videos and he used to turn them on full blast and leave his dorm room. It was hysterical. Oh god, that's funny. Hey Dustin. Oh, that's good. That's the funniest shit. Yeah, Westland's great. Yeah, totally agree. Whereas Westward, of course, starts as a brewery, and you can tell it they do a lot of stuff with breweries just based on the way it tastes. Oh god, that's funny as shit. Oh, those are some of the best. There's some of the best there was. Every dude from that time period has seen the Girls Gone Wild ads. They're the best. Oh god, that's so funny. I remember. Yeah, always late at night. Those things were hilarious. Oh, you're gonna visit there? Okay, very cool. And let us know how that goes. That's awesome. Oh, Donald, I'll send it to you, and you can also be entertained. It's definitely entertaining. Or hell, I'm sure Verban can send it directly. He knows where you are. Uh totally, Dustin. You always mix I always love to mix my vodka and birthday bourbon. It's delicious. I'll resend it. There you go. Yeah, send it over to Donald Burbank. Hilarious. God, that's funny. Oh, that's some funny ass shit. But it's so true. See, this new generation just doesn't know what they're missing. You mean direct to DVD or direct to VHS? You know, good old amateur pornography. Great stuff. Oh yeah, the George Carlin. They're funny as shit. Absolutely. There's no doubt. Oh, the 7 words you can't say on the radio. Good stuff. Free and far is awesome. Get some Everclear. Proof that birthday bourbon up to where it should be. Damn. Oh god, that would be Jason, because I almost have to do that because that would just people would lose their fucking minds. It would be funny as shit though. Might just be worth it. As my pure entertainment factor for like a short. So here I've got this birthday bourbon and some Everclear. Let's proof it up a notch. Oh god, that's funny as shit. Ooh, that could be a funny ass series. What's Everclear make better? 100% you ruin a poor birthday bourbon, but it's for content. Oh, it's definitely gonna ruin it. I mean, it's rubbing alcohol assembly. Well, I sent you my childhood. Oh Lord. Oh, it's too funny, guys. You guys are hilarious. Oh Lord, what am I gonna get from the? Yeah, I'll probably ask for some bad shit. Oh Lord. Once again, we're just so true. Oh God. Oh God, that's funny as hell. It's true. It's kind of like was it American Pie? He's in the bedroom with the freaking sock and shit. He's watching the same crap, the wavy porn. Oh, it was it spank my hairy ass. I think that was the line for the movie. Hilarious shit. Oh Lord, Dr. Seuss. Holy shit. Wow. Oh, we're such children, but that's what makes it great. See, it's just a good community. We are entertaining ourselves. See, that's how ads work. Great ads. Mm. Funny, funny shit. Too funny. It's Dustin. That's back when the Playboy channel existed, and they you had to have the descrambler to make it work. It's like that. Oh God, that's funny. Uh, oh, too funny. I mean that could be. God, I almost think that'd be worth it to do a stream on '90s shit, just because of this is my childhood. Don't forget. Yeah, pay per view. That's right. God, it's kind of like today. Why are I don't understand this at all. Like, why are you paying for porn? It doesn't make, dude. There's so much free crap out there. I mean, all you got to basically is Google that. You'll find it. It's not hard. Yet there's people paying people like the whole. I don't understand the whole paying for OnlyFans thing. Why? Since the sound would work, right? That's a good point. To just sometimes the sound would work, at least for a few seconds, right? Oh, I don't get it. I just why? Why are you paying for this? It makes no sense to me at all. But whatever. And whatever people are into, that's their prerogative. I just think it's funny. It's like, that shit's free most places. Right. You don't have to be looking for it. It's just freaking ads for that crap. That's true. Without even trying. Well, even if you get like costume movies, that's good too. Movies or you're live with them giving command. Yeah. Yeah, that's true too. You just never know what you're gonna get, Dustin. Just never do. But it is entertaining nonetheless. Oh God, that's funny as shit. Yeah, you just never know. But hey, they go hand in hand. What goes hand in hand better than whiskey and porn, right? That's true too. Live streams of porn are also free. That's true. And someone else will tip. That's also so true, Dustin. Oh God. Oh, and it kills you. It's like, and they're not small amounts of money. It's like, what's wrong with you? You, you just spent $200 on some chick you're never gonna meet on some weird thing. It's like, I I don't know. Wouldn't it just be cheaper just to go buy a hooker or go to a strip club? I mean, whatever. Like I said, your prerogative. I guess that way you don't get a disease, right? I don't know, but you have a point. So my favorite one on Discord. All right, this should be entertaining. Maybe one time we'll have a private Discord show where we can show some of this shit because I can't YouTube. I can't show this shit on it. Uh, oh, wow! Holy crap, Donald! Oh my gosh! Wow, that's funny as shit. Why are you still awake? Go to bed.
I'm not tired.
All right.
Aren't you going to bed soon?
Yeah.
Are you going back to your action?
So I'd much rather spend $200 on a bottle of liquor than I'm going to slowly convert into pee. Exactly, Jason. Exactly. You want to see a girl put that weird thing in her back door and scream, "Spanking my Yeti"? Oh, Lord. Oh, God.
She's here.
Okay. That's some funny crap,
I've been
guys.
here for like 20 minutes on me.
Sorry. Oh, I bet you are sorry, Donald. Oh, Lord. Too funny. You just never know. There's debauchery at the light hours. Oh, too funny, too funny. So dramatic. Don't touch that. Because it's metal? Anyway, pour some tequila, because why not? It's Hornitos. It's delicious. Good cheap tequila, let's put it that way. But it is 100% pure agave. I think guys, I actually bought this bottle around like 2004 or 5. So, just to say the least, I've had it for a while.
Look.
It's lovely. Careful. It's a good fall and break something.
You know, I was in the cabinet earlier today and I hit my head and I had to get ice
cream.
Lovely. It's mean.
Mm-hmm.
I was in a drawer and I hit it.
Okay. So I had a buddy pay to have Jerry the King Lauer do a birthday video for my friend. Why not pay a girl to do fart on a birthday cake instead for him? That would be more entertaining. Speaking of that, there's the weirdos that buy the used bubble bath water and the freaking farts in a jar. And there's those weirdos too. No thank you on that. That shit's weird. But you do you. What that poor girl that farted in so many jars and ate so many beans that she ended up in like the hospital for like 3 weeks or some crazy crap. I'm like, seems dumb. But I guess she's got bills apparently to pay. I mean, I guess there could be worse ways to pay bills than farting in a jar, but whatever. Is what it is. Yes, they have. So yeah, that's a good point too, Dustin. I do admire her optimal spirit, if nothing else. Oh, there's no doubt about that. Just wanted something else. Yes, so I think that's my time to go after the screaming from the other room. So I bid you, gentlemen, and everyone else, adieu. We will see you guys next week. So yeah, think about ads you guys, and there's be more screaming. So think of more ads and stuff you guys want to send. Like I said, either email, send them in Discord, whatever. I think that could be entertaining to talk about some of those old ads. So I will with the 19 Samson dude to ask for it, and the other dudes join in, and that was disturbing. Good point there, Dustin. Good point. Yes, for Ben. They say hello. All right, everybody. I will see you guys next week. This was a fun stream this evening, so think of some more fun ads, and we'll see you guys later. More cat and whiskey videos. Oh, we can make cat and whiskey videos. That's not a problem. But midnight, she's a fat cat, and you can always stick her out there. So I think Violet started to know if she was paying for face creams. Jeez. Hi, everybody. See you guys later. Good night. Cheers.